ladies and gentlemen. Let's get ready to rumble!
Well, here at APMB it's quite quiet in this room now. Bryson is back in school, started his first day of kindergarten and everything, and he couldn't wait to get back. But now I've got a little extra time on my hands. Maybe I'll go do something leisurely, something that's not a big deal for a lot of folks to go do. Maybe I'll go play 18 holes of golf. No. I am the worst golfer that you will ever meet. I cannot play golf. I have tried to play golf. It is by far, I think, the hardest individual sport on the planet. Matter of fact, I didn't even care to want to learn how to play golf until Tiger Woods came along. And I think that a lot of people in this country owe their love for golf to Tiger Woods. He was and still is one of the most well-known athletes on the planet, probably only behind Michael Jordan, to be quite honest with you. He has won tournaments all over the world, and had his personal life not taken the dive that it did, he probably would have broken Jack Nicklaus's all-time majors record as well. So in his spirit, today we're going to be looking at golf cards from the year 1990. This is basically a decade before Tiger Woods became the Tiger Woods that we all know now. To me, this was kind of when golf was still a little bit of a stuck-up, stuffy sport. There really weren't any minorities winning tournaments. I think Lee Elder was like one of the few black men to ever win a PGA Tour event until Tiger Woods came along. Of course, later on, Vijay Singh played and won some events. Tony Finau currently is a great golfer. There are other, and then a lot of the Asian golfers now. Morikawa, Hideki Matsui, I think his name. Maybe he plays baseball, not golf. Anyway, there's a lot of diversity in golf now, more so than there was in 1990. The top 10 golfers back then in 1990, you had Nick Faldo, of course Greg Norman, always one of the greatest to ever play. Jose Maria Olazabal, Payne Stewart, who tragically lost his life in a plane accident. R.I.P. Payne. I know we say that a lot on this channel, R.I.P. people, but I totally respect people who were great at what they did and then passed away. I think the only way to be immortal is for people to remember you through memory. And Payne Stewart had one of the coolest moments ever when he won the U.S. Open at Pinehurst here in North Carolina with the, jumping forward. And they made a statue of that, and he was just a really odd guy. Just he wore the knickers and the weird hat, and just one of those characters, man, that you truly miss, because he'd still probably be playing on the senior circuit right now himself. Also, Seve Ballesteros, a great Spanish golfer, Tom Kite, Mark McNulty, Mark Calcavecchia, Freddie Couples, Curtis Strange. So when we pull these cards, these are some of the names that we're hoping to see in there. Maybe there's some senior tour guys that are on there. I'm not sure about all of those. Hopefully get a Jack Nicklaus card too. I'm sure they would have put some Jack Nicklaus cards in a golf set, especially since it was the premier edition. But yeah. However, it's made by Pro Set. So it's not going to be the best kind of card in the world. Pro Set cards from the junk wax era, especially this time, you can see the borderless on the side. They did have a top and bottom border. But if you ever had football cards or baseball cards from these guys, actually, I don't even know if they did baseball. I know they did football. But all it took was just one little movement the wrong way, and that card was dinged, and it was messed up. So I'm sure that these cards are not all in pristine condition because, again, it is Pro Set. But we're just going to have a little fun today, and we'll play 18 holes here on the card table. All right. Let's open these up. Like I said, this is factory sealed, which is a cool thing. It means these haven't been touched in 33 years. It says here on the box this contains 4 sets. So, and again, it's the special inaugural edition. Oh, they're packed in here like playing cards too. So yeah. this isn't actual packs. I think this is the actual set. So I don't think there's any way we're going to get any special cards out of that. But then again, I don't really know. I just gave a glance over about values on this set, and they were next to nothing. So this is more to look at for just for the folks that like golf. And I said I was going to do some golf cards, and so here we go to do them. We'll fly through most of these. And again, pro set cards, but they're good right now. But don't drop one. All right, Hill Irwin, great player. Tony Seals, Tony Armour, Tom Watson, Dr. Tom Watson, Tom Kite, Kenny Perry, Steve Pate, Steve Jones, Elkington, Scott Verplank, Scotty Simpson, Scott Hoke, Russ Cochran, Rocco Mediate. Yeah, Rocco, I think Tiger beat him in that memorable U.S. Open back in the day. Tiger made like a 30-foot putt on the 18th hole to beat him. Raymond Floyd, Parsons, Peter Jacobson. There's the Payne Stewart card. I will be holding on to that one. Paul Azinger, another good golfer of the era. Nick Price, we spoke about him already. Mike Reed, Hobart, Donald, Marco Mira, Calcavecchia, another one of the top 10 of that year. Brooks Roberts, Larry Mize, Lanny Watkins, Kenny Green, Jim Hallett, and John Cook. I'm wondering if there's going to be a John Daly smoking a cigarette in this pack. That would be kind of cool. All right. Jim Thorpe. And one of the few minorities we'll probably come across in this set. Ian Baker Fitch. I remember him. Wayne Grady. Hal Sutton. There's the Greg Norman card. Set that to the side. He was world #1 at the time. Freddie Couples. Still playing. Freddie Couples was just always a steady player. I've watched him on TV 100 times. Davis Love III. David Frost. Curtis Strange. Craig Stadler. I think they called that dude the Walrus. You can see why. Corey Pavin. Chris Perry. Chip Beck. Bruce Litsky. Bob Estes. Billy Andrade. Ben Crenshaw. I think he was on the senior tour then. Pretty sure. Jimmy Simpson. All right, so we're almost through this first little box. These would be the senior PGA. As you can tell. There's Arnie. Arnold Palmer, one of the greatest of all time. Arnie's Army. His fans that followed him. Lee Trevino. Another great. Jimmy Dent, George Archer, Chi Rodriguez. He always did that little sword play with the putter whenever he made a long putt. Definitely a good character. Dale Douglas, Gene Litter, Bruce. There's the Jack Nicklaus card. I knew it was in here. Don January, Guy Berger, Hill, Orwell Moody. There's Lee Elder. I spoke about earlier. We'll set him to the side as well. J.C. Sneed and Lou Graham. Yeah, the cards are pristine because they come in that heavy cardboard, so they are definitely pro set cards, but they are Gem Mint 10 pro set cards. I'm not going to lie about that. There's nothing wrong with them at all. 3 more of these weird boxes to go. I'm kind of glad it wasn't the packs because it just take me forever to go through all the 36 packs. We can do this a lot quicker. And there's the insert. Throw that to the side. And I think these are checklists on top. No. This is pro set. And I think they're all the same. It's 4 complete sets. Yeah. Yeah, they're all 4 complete sets of 100 cards. So we looked through all 100 cards. And again, to me, the main highlights of it was Lee Elder, and of course Jack Nicklaus, most majors of all time. Chichi Rodriguez, one of the greatest characters in golf history. Lee Trevino, another great player. Arnold Palmer, Curtis Strange, Freddie Couples, Greg Norman, and then the Payne Stewart, which I really loved Payne Stewart. And you can tell the hat there, but it doesn't have the pants. He would wear the knicker pants. So, not much to say about this. I've got 2 other full sets. If you want one of these sets, hit me in the comments. I can send it to you one way or the other. Try to send it in the mail, or if you live close enough to me, if you're a friend of mine and you just want one of these, you can come and get one. I have 2 left. Actually 3. I'm going to keep one of the 4 sets for myself because I broke it up in the players that I want to keep. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that quick little tour around old school golf, because this was golf prior to Tiger Woods coming along. And when Tiger Woods came along, more card companies came along with it. Upper Deck, I think Topps made some golf cards, and then there were just a number of other smaller companies that made their own cards. But again, that one today, that's probably my favorite card. I was glad to see that. I knew once I found out we were having the entire set, definitely was going to get one. So like and subscribe again in the comments. If you want one of those 2 sealed sets for yourself, let me know and I'll try to get it to you. Thanks, and I hope you have a great day. Peace out.